I'm Rian, the team manager of Team Holland. Welcome to the second episode in the Dev Class CAD tutorial. This is a series of episodes where I take you through how to build a basic Dev Class F1 in Schools car in OnShape. If you haven't already, go back to watch the first episode where I introduce OnShape and tell you about the basics of the software. In this episode, I'm going to take you through how to build the main body or the cockpit area of the car. I hope you enjoy this episode. Before we start, I'd like to give a huge shout out to Keyshot, who have recently sponsored us. They provide an amazing software for professionally rendering your cars, merchandise and uniform and allow you to show them off in the portfolios, EDR and presentation. They provide a professional yet easy to use software which I highly recommend. So the first thing we need to do is to split the car in half. This is because we want to design one half of the car and then mirror it to create a perfectly symmetrical car which is better aerodynamically. So to do this, we're going to go to the back face of the car and then Shift S to sketch it and then N to swivel the camera. Then you want to create you want to show the origin, which should hopefully be the center of the CO2 cartridge holder. And you want to press the G key or corner rectangle tool. And we're going to create a rectangle. So we're going to just hover over this origin and then go upwards to create a line which is vertical to it. And then we're just going to create a rectangle that goes over half the car like this. And then we're going to go Shift E or extrude. And then we're going to go remove and then through all. Just make sure that the merge scope has part 1 with all the no-go zones selected. This should hopefully remove half the car, which you can check with the slider, and then you can click the tick. So once you've removed half the car, we're going to go to this face over here, Shift S and swivel the camera, and then we're going to create this face over here onto this face at the top edge. So this will allow us to create a really smooth cockpit area. So pressing N again, I'm going to use line tool or L key. I'm just going to create a simple kind of box that we're going to then use the arc with. So you can see that there's 3 lines here and 1 arc. So I'm just going to create the third line, like this, and then using the A key or arc tool, 3-point arc, we're just going to create a simple arc like this. And make sure that this arc is tangent to this line, which you can be using this condition. Once you've done that, press the check, and then go to the loft feature. So we're going to loft this face over here to this face, and if it doesn't work like this and it's red, then you're going to go to match connections, and then you're just going to click 2 corners which should be the same, and this should hopefully create the loft. If it doesn't, you might need to select 2 more corners, and then after 2 it should hopefully work. So what you can do firstly is go to start and end profile conditions. So the start profile condition will be of your first edge. I'm going to select normal to profile, and as you can see here, it creates a nice smooth joining to this top edge over here. So if we click it to none again, you can see that's sharp and at an angle, and then normal to profile, you can see it's really smooth. So you can change this as much as you want, so we might go for 0.8. That, and then if you're happy with that, you can click the tick, or I'm going to show you the second way which you can do this. So this will include clicking on this face and sketching on it and swivel the camera, and then we're going to use the spline tool, and we're just going to create the kind of third side. So if you think of it as a 3D kind of plane, you've got 3 sides which you need to create, and we're going to create the third one, which is going to be just a guide, so we don't need it to be a filled in shape. So we're just going to create a kind of curvy kind of shape like this. Yeah, and then you can use on the spline tool, you can move any of the points around to change the shape, and these points over here would change the direction of the endpoint. So I'm going to keep this one horizontal. To move this like this a bit, and then like this over here. So once you have with that, you click the tick, and then going back to Loft, click our two faces again. You don't need to select the spline just yet, but then we're going to go to Match Connections, make sure that two faces create Loft like before, and then we're going to go to Guides and Continuity and click our spline, and this should hopefully match the path of the loft to that spline. And as you can see, it's created a 3D shape that is configured to all three of our sketches. So then you don't need to add start or end profile conditions because you should have already done that with the spline. And then we're just going to click the tick, and you've got a nice car like this. Thank you for watching the second episode in this series. If you've enjoyed and learned something, then remember to like this video and comment down below, and check out our channel, and remember to subscribe and ring the bell for the next episode in this series.